Chapter 10. Keto, the Cancer Killer. How fueling your body with ketones attacks cancer. Witnessing my mom beat cancer with a modified keto diet, about 60% fat, 30% protein, and 10% carbs, along with supportive lifestyle tactics that included affirmations, prayer, gentle movement, herbal remedies, and essential oils, was a pivotal moment in my evolution as a functional medicine doctor. It convinced me that by eating plenty of nutritious fat and healthy veggies and a moderate amount of clean protein, and at the same time radically reducing carbs, you can heal the body and even obliterate one of the most frightening and prevalent killers of our time. Since then, I've heard any number of compelling stories about people using the ketogenic diet as part of a successful cancer treatment program. One comes from Jordan Rubin, my dear friend, mentor, and business partner. In July 2008, Jordan developed discomfort in his abdomen. He thought he had a hernia, and his doctor agreed that was the most likely diagnosis. But during the exploratory surgery to repair the injury, they discovered that he actually had advanced testicular cancer that had spread to his lymph nodes. Jordan was the last person you'd think would get cancer. He was 32. He was in fantastic shape. He had a super healthy diet of organic sprouted whole grains, organic fruits and vegetables, fermented dairy, grass-fed beef, and pastured eggs and poultry. He had written 20 books on health and was about to record a TV series on sports nutrition. His cancer developed because of a congenital abnormality. Even so, he was as stunned as anyone. But, thanks to his in-depth knowledge of the way the body works, he felt confident he could conquer it. I'd already experienced the disease-fighting power of diet firsthand because I'd beaten Crohn's disease with alternative practices. So I told my doctor I wanted to treat cancer naturally too, recalls Jordan. He looked at me and my wife and said, "Don't blank with this. You have a 100% chance of dying within 90 days if you don't get appropriate treatment." Jordan and his wife had a 4-year-old son, and they had just adopted 2 infants. He knew he needed to take an aggressive approach to tackling the disease. He was also convinced he could do it without chemotherapy or radiation. So he told his wife he wanted 40 days to try it his way. If a follow-up CT scan revealed that the cancer was still raging, he'd consent to a more traditional approach. He said, "I had read about the ketogenic diet and understood that you could starve cancer cells by burning ketones instead of glucose for fuel. So the minute I got the diagnosis, I knew that I wanted to go on a high-fat, nutrient-dense, low-carb, moderate-protein diet." He began eating an astronomical amount of healthy fat every day, several avocados, coconut meat, wild sockeye salmon ceviche, pastured eggs, and grass-fed bison cooked in olive oil and grass-fed butter, along with a quart of green juice made from celery, zucchini, parsley, cucumber, and raw cream or coconut cream, nutritious fat to help his body absorb the vegetable's nutrients. I followed the principles of the keto diet with an emphasis on nutrient-dense raw foods, he says. While food formed the cornerstone of Jordan's approach, he didn't rely on diet alone. His routine also included a 60-minute essential oil massage, lymphatic draining, a 2-hour infrared sauna, acupuncture, deep breathing, forgiveness exercises, prayer, and meditation. To keep my stress levels in check, I didn't tell many people about my cancer because the intensity of other people's worry can be taxing, he says. On the 40th day, he went for a CT scan. A week later, he received the results he was looking for. His cancer had retreated. That was 10 years ago. I'm 43 now, and I still exercise avidly, coach my kids in Little League, and have a busy, thriving career, he says. I eat the same way I did when my cancer was diagnosed, and I've become even more passionate about sharing the message of healthy fat. When your body runs on fat instead of glucose, not only do you starve cancer cells, but the fat also absorbs toxins and carries them out of your system. With traditional cancer treatment, the goal is to kill the cancer before you waste away. With the ketogenic diet, I did the opposite. I fed myself an abundance of calories and nutrition and allowed my body to get rid of the cancer on its own. In the decade since Jordan was first diagnosed, there's been an explosion of research on the ketogenic diet and cancer. Scientists are beginning to drill down on the types for which it's most effective, as well as whether it can be beneficial as an adjunct to conventional chemo and radiation. Early evidence is positive, and whether it might be helpful in preventing cancer in the first place, there are hopeful signs it can. These compelling studies, as well as the success stories I've heard from family and friends, have deepened my conviction that the ketogenic diet has remarkable cancer-fighting ability. It's more than a diet. Using fat as fuel is potentially a way to fend off cancer as well as battle it once it takes hold. It has immense untapped potential for the field of oncology, as well as for anyone who has been diagnosed with this deadly disease. The biology of cancer, and why the ketogenic diet can help. Cancer is the second leading cause of death in the United States, falling just behind heart disease. It kills more people than stroke, Alzheimer's, diabetes, the flu, pneumonia, kidney disease, and accidents combined. Even with recent advances in pharmaceutical treatments and surgical approaches, cancer is still a menace, which is why interest in using a ketogenic diet to fight the disease is growing. Cancer cells aren't like any other cells in your body. They need glucose to proliferate and thrive. While healthy cells can run on ketones or glucose, cancer cells rely almost exclusively on glucose, and they need a lot of it. To maintain their rapid multiplication and survival, they use 20 times more glucose than normal cells. So when you eliminate carbs, you eliminate their go-to fuel source. In the 1920s, Otto Warburg, a German doctor and Nobel laureate, discovered that cancer cells alter the way they metabolize glucose to support their frenetic growth. When you're eating carbs, the mitochondria in healthy cells use oxygen to break down glucose and turn it into ATP, the molecules the body uses for energy. The process, known as aerobic glycolysis, because it uses oxygen, produces 32 molecules of ATP for every molecule of glucose. Cancer cells, however, use anaerobic glycolysis, a less efficient approach. It produces only about 2 molecules of ATP for every molecule of glucose, but a far speedier one that churns out ATP almost 100 times faster than normal cells. The metabolic differences between healthy cells and tumor cells have been traced to dysfunctional mitochondria, and they are so striking that some scientists are now starting to think of cancer as a metabolic disease that is the result of the unique structure and function of mutated cells' mitochondria. Cancer cells' reliance on large amounts of glucose and glucose alone is their most notable weakness, and the ketogenic diet offers a simple, risk-free way to exploit it. By taking this carbohydrate-related fuel off the table and feeding your body with ketones, the ketogenic diet effectively cuts off cancer cells' food supply so they stop proliferating, wither, and sometimes even die. In studies of animals with tumors, the survival of animals whose calories are restricted, which can force them to use ketones instead of glucose for fuel, is significantly prolonged compared to that of animals that are fed normally. In 1962, there was a report in the scientific literature of 2 patients with metastatic tumors who were cured when they were put in a hypoglycemic, low blood sugar coma. Likewise, high blood sugar is a predictor of poor survival in patients with a variety of types of cancer, and has been correlated with an increased risk of developing cancer of the esophagus, pancreas, liver, colon, rectum, stomach, and prostate. That's not surprising when you understand what glucose does to your body. When you eat a typical high-carb meal and experience an elevation in blood glucose, it impairs the transport of ascorbic acid, or vitamin C, into immune cells, and vitamin C is necessary for the immune system to effectively respond to malignant cells. Even more dangerous, high blood sugar prompts insulin to rise, which stimulates the release of pro-inflammatory cytokines like interleukin-6, IL-6, that fuel cancer progression. By now, you know that burning fat for fuel effectively slashes your insulin production. By doing so, it may also slow tumor growth, not just because insulin triggers pro-inflammatory cytokines, but because insulin is an anabolic hormone, meaning it makes cells grow, both healthy cells and cancerous ones. Indeed, a study in cancer research found that mice with cancer consuming a low-carb diet had lower levels of both glucose and insulin, and significantly slower tumor growth, compared to mice eating a carb-heavy Western diet. Reducing glucose and insulin through carbohydrate reduction might also protect you from developing cancer in the first place. Research has shown, for instance, that women with a high sugar intake are at increased risk of developing breast cancer. A study of nearly 3,000 women on Long Island, half of whom had been diagnosed with breast cancer, found that those with the highest intake of sweets were at greater risk of breast cancer than those with lower intakes, results that are consistent with other studies that implicate insulin in the development of breast cancer. Another paper in BMC Public Health found that sweet foods and sugar-sweetened beverages were associated with higher breast density, a risk factor for breast cancer. Likewise, a study of 566 men in the Uppsala longitudinal study of adult men in Sweden found that those who adhered to a low-carb diet had a lower risk of developing prostate cancer, lending credence to the idea that cutting carbs can be protective. Other studies show that high glucose and high insulin levels are both predictors of cancer recurrence and cancer-related mortality. There may even be something about ketones themselves that's beneficial. In a study in the International Journal of Cancer, researchers looked at the behavior of tumor cells in a petri dish as well as in adult mice. They fed the mice a standard diet supplemented with one of two things: 1,3-butanediol, a supplement that the body converts into beta-hydroxybutyrate, BHB, one of the main ketones the body uses as fuel, or a supplement of ketone ester, a raw form of BHB. What they found: both supplements decreased proliferation and viability of the cancer cells in the mice, even though they were also getting lots of glucose in their diets, and prolonged the mice's survival by 51% with the 1,3-butanediol and 69% with the ketone ester. The supplements elicited anti-cancer effects in the lab samples as well. Research on employing the ketogenic diet as a therapy for cancer is still relatively new. Not all types of cancer have been studied, and scientists are still trying to clarify the ins and outs of how and why it's effective. But diet is a low-risk intervention compared to most traditional cancer treatments. Moreover, many mainstream cancer therapies are designed to exploit the weaknesses of cancer cells, just as the ketogenic diet does. There's a lot left to learn, but there's a clear, plausible biological basis for why a high-fat, low-carb diet can weaken cancer cells' ability to grow and spread, and that's drawing increasing interest from a broad range of researchers and clinicians. Here's what science has revealed so far about how the ketogenic diet can be helpful for treating 4 common types of cancer. Brain cancer. The ketogenic diet has been most widely studied in malignant glioma, the primary type of brain tumor. It's difficult to treat, especially in its most frequent and aggressive form, glioblastoma multiforme, which has a poor prognosis with a median survival of 12 to 15 months from the time of diagnosis. Malignant glioma cells, like those of many cancers, depend on glucose to grow and survive, so they're a good target for the keto diet. And alternative treatments are desperately needed, since there are concerns within the medical community that the current therapeutic approaches, like surgery and chemo, might actually drive tumor progression by causing tissue injury that leads to inflammation. In addition, glucocorticoids, a type of steroid that reduces inflammation, are often given to glioma patients, but the drugs raise blood sugar, so they provide more fuel for glucose-hungry tumor cells. The ketogenic diet was first used to treat malignant glioma in 1995, and in the intervening years, a number of rodent studies have indicated that the treatment is safe and effective. A smattering of human case reports of brain tumors that have shrunk or stopped growing are promising as well. In a study in China, researchers put 11 of 34 patients who had just undergone surgery for glioblastoma multiforme on a ketogenic diet in conjunction with chemotherapy and hyperbaric oxygen therapy. The survival time of the patients in the keto group was twice as long on average as that of patients who didn't change their diets. Similarly, researchers at Harvard Medical School recently reviewed the studies on treating brain tumors with the keto diet and concluded that, while more research is needed, recognition of the benefits of this non-toxic remedy for malignant glioma might pave the way for its establishment as an additional therapeutic pillar in neuro-oncological practice. Colon cancer. Colorectal cancer is the third most common cancer, excluding skin cancers, in both men and women in the United States, with a lifetime risk of 1 in 22 for men and 1 in 24 for women. It's responsible for the deaths of more than 50,000 people every year, and it appears that a carb and sugar-rich diet increases the risk. In a study published in the Journal of the National Cancer Institute, researchers looked at carb consumption in nearly 1,000 people with stage 3 colon cancer in which tumor cells had spread to the lymph nodes. Those who consumed the most carbs and other foods that cause blood sugar to spike had an 80% greater chance of dying from the disease or having a recurrence during the 7 years of the study than those with the lowest carb consumption. The link was strongest in people who were overweight or obese. The risk probably comes from insulin. In laboratory studies of colon cancer cells, insulin stimulates cell proliferation and inhibits their death. And in colon cancer patients, those with higher levels of C-peptide, a marker of long-term insulin production, had a significantly higher risk of dying than those with the lowest levels. The ketogenic diet hasn't yet been studied in people with colon cancer, but a report in the journal Nutrients found that mice with colon cancer who were fed a ketogenic diet had significantly lower tumor weight and IL-6 levels, a measure of inflammation, than mice with the disease who were fed a standard carbohydrate diet. Since the mice's tumor size shrunk as their blood levels of ketones rose, the researchers speculated that the anti-inflammatory effect of ketones might be responsible. A clinical trial in humans with advanced cancer of different types, breast, fallopian tube, lung, ovary, and colorectal, lends further credence to this idea. It found that blood ketone concentration was 3 times higher in patients whose cancer had stabilized or was in remission compared to those with disease progression. There's also evidence that keto-fed rodents are able to maintain their muscle mass and body weight better than rodents eating a carb-heavy diet, and maintaining weight during cancer treatment is vital, since losing weight and muscle mass is a potentially dangerous side effect of both the illness and conventional treatments. Breast cancer. More than 266,000 women in the United States are diagnosed with invasive breast cancer every year, and another 64,000 are diagnosed with a non-invasive type. Even more heartbreaking, breast cancer claims the lives of about 41,000 women in the United States every year. But there are hopeful reports in the medical literature that the ketogenic diet could have a positive effect on the illness's trajectory. One paper shared the case of a woman who had just been diagnosed with a recurrence of HER2-positive cancer in her right breast, who followed a strict ketogenic diet, along with high vitamin D supplementation, for 3 weeks before surgery. HER2 is a growth-promoting protein on the outside of all breast cancer cells. When levels are higher than normal, they're called HER2-positive. Tumors that test positive for the protein tend to grow and spread faster than other types of breast cancer. When doctors analyzed her tumor after surgery, they discovered that it was no longer HER2-positive. In other words, the diet and vitamin D led to a significant change in a critical biomarker for breast cancer. Similarly, a researcher at Boston College, along with a team from Turkey, reported on the case of a woman who had an aggressive type of breast cancer known as triple-negative. She went on a ketogenic diet for 6 months while undergoing regular chemotherapy and treatment with high heat and hyperbaric oxygen therapy. By the treatment's end, she was cured. Studies with rodents are helping to explain why that might happen. In a paper published in Cancer Research, scientists found that mice fed meal that contained the amount of sugar found in the typical Western diet developed breast cancer tumors earlier, had larger tumors, and were more likely to have cancer that spread to their lungs than those on a low-sugar diet. They also discovered that high dietary sugar triggers an inflammatory protein known as 12-LOX that increases the risk of breast cancer development and metastases. Other research has shown that a higher intake of omega-3 fatty acids may protect women from developing breast tumors. Losing weight can lower the risk as well, particularly the excess fatty weight that collects deep in your belly, which the keto diet is specifically good at targeting. Taken together, the evidence provides hopeful clues that the keto diet could be an effective way to keep breast cells healthy and play a meaningful, sometimes game-changing role in treatment. Prostate cancer. Interest is growing in using the ketogenic diet to treat the 165,000 men who are diagnosed with prostate cancer every year, and maybe even prevent some of the 29,000 or so annual deaths that are attributed to the illness. In 2008, a team of scientists showed that mice on a no-carbohydrate ketogenic diet had significantly reduced tumor growth and prolonged survival compared to mice-fed diets with either 72% carbs or 44% carbs. Another study showed that mice on a no-carb diet lived longer than mice not on the diet. More of their tumor cells died, and they had lower levels of inflammation and insulin as well. It's virtually impossible for humans to follow a no-carb diet, but there's evidence that using a diet with up to 20% carbs produces similar results. A study in Cancer Prevention Research compared mice with prostate cancer that were fed no carbs, 10% carbs, and 20% carbs, and found they were equally effective in terms of the mice's survival. At least one clinical trial in humans is currently underway. Researchers at the University of Maryland are trying to determine whether the ketogenic diet has a similar effect on men with the disease. 9 powerful and proven natural cancer strategies. Research in animals has also found signs that the keto diet might be helpful for those with lung, pancreatic, and gastric cancer, and could improve certain aspects of quality of life, including sleep and mood, in patients with advanced tumors that have spread to other locations in the body. As important, the ketogenic diet is safe and free of dangerous side effects. Based on my experience in treating cancer patients, I believe it's best to support ketosis with a number of other approaches that can magnify the diet's benefits and give sufferers the best shot at beating the disease. The following are natural strategies I recommended to my mom to strengthen and detoxify her body while she was battling cancer. I believe they worked in synergy with the diet to cure her of cancer. I recommend that you or your loved ones who are struggling with the disease try them too. Drink green juice. I had my mom pick up organic, locally grown produce at the farmer's market and made green juices every day with spinach, chard, celery, cucumber, cilantro, parsley, lime, ginger, and stevia. The combination can get rid of cancer-causing toxins that accumulate in your body, and the juice is jam-packed with antioxidants and other healing nutrients that can fortify your immune system's ability to fight disease. Sprinkle on turmeric, curcumin, and other culinary herbs. A number of lab studies on cancer cells suggest that curcumin has anti-cancer effects. One paper showed that combining curcumin with chemotherapy reduced the number of bowel cancer cells better than chemotherapy alone. Other herbs and spices, including cayenne, cinnamon, garlic, ginger, oregano, and rosemary, have powerful anti-cancer properties as well. Use them liberally when you cook. Get more sunshine and vitamin D. A groundbreaking study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition looked at 1,200 postmenopausal women and found that after just 1 year of supplementing with vitamin D3, the risk of developing cancer decreased by a whopping 77%. Look for a daily supplement that contains 5,000 to 10,000 IU of vitamin D3 and take it with foods containing coconut oil or a probiotic-rich drink like kefir to promote absorption. Optimize your D3 supplements by getting 20 minutes of sun exposure every day. Use frankincense and myrrh essential oils. These ancient oils have been shown to be effective for those with brain, breast, colon, pancreatic, prostate, and stomach cancer. Rub the 2 oils on your neck 3 times daily and drink 3 drops in 8 ounces of water 3 times every day as well. Eat or supplement with reishi and cordyceps mushrooms. There's evidence these mushrooms can shrink tumors and bolster your immune system, as well as reduce chemotherapy-related nausea. If you're using a supplement, take the dose recommended on the bottle. Up your antioxidant intake with superberries. The majority of fruit is too high in sugar for the ketogenic diet, but I encourage you to consume 1 serving of berries a day. Blueberries, cranberries, raspberries, and blackberries are some of the best and are packed with cancer-fighting antioxidants like flavonols, anthocyanins, and resveratrol. Also, organic exotic berry powders like acai, camu camu, goji, maki, and schisandra are extremely high in antioxidants and are a great low-sugar, low-carb option. Just mix some into a glass of water, along with a pinch of stevia, for a refreshing drink. Down bone broth. This healing elixir, made from the bones and innards of chicken, beef, lamb, or fish, is an excellent source of collagen, glycosaminoglycans, and other nutrients that help repair the lining of the gut, and a healthy gut environment can exponentially improve your overall health. Choose probiotic foods and supplements. Speaking of your gut, it's vital to restore the health of its massive population of bacteria. Research shows that probiotic supplementation may help prevent tumor growth, a finding that makes sense since 80% of your immune system is located in your gut. Improving the health of your gut bacteria can also help you absorb more minerals, a capability that's especially important during chemo and will help you get every ounce of cancer-fighting nutrition you can out of my keto diet program. Supplement with 50 billion CFU once or twice a day. Pray, meditate, or find other ways to relieve stress and promote positivity. It's difficult to quantify how important it is to maintain a positive outlook when you've been diagnosed with cancer, but I believe it's absolutely essential. Many of the lifestyle changes my mom began, including daily affirmations, prayer, walks in nature, and time with friends, were aimed at buoying her spirits and instilling a sense of peaceful calm, a feeling that's often tough to access when you're facing a frightening illness. Everyone has their favorite ways to do this, whether it's yoga or laughter or nature walks or Tai Chi. Find the activities that give you hope and happiness and make them part of your daily routine. My favorite forms of meditation are prayer, gratitude, and reading the Bible. I see them as an essential part of my wellness strategy, as important as exercise or brushing my teeth. They lift my heart, give me hope, and keep me centered, and it's virtually impossible to overestimate how important those qualities can be. As it says in Proverbs chapter 17, verse 22, a joyful heart is good medicine. The ketogenic diet is the only dietary approach, aside from fasting, that can put your body into ketosis and, as a result, take aim at tumor cells' Achilles heel, their reliance on glucose for fuel. Scientific evidence is rapidly affirming keto's remarkable potential to combat cancer on a molecular level by targeting its most glaring weakness. In many cases, it may be able to starve fledgling tumors and even stymie entrenched ones, offering those who are battling the disease an effective and forceful way to fight back. Moreover, committing to my keto diet program makes sense for everyone who is interested in cancer prevention. By putting your body into a fat-burning state, the program creates a protective environment in which this formidable foe is much less likely to gain a foothold and take root in the first place. Part 3. Your Personalized Keto Plan. Chapter 11. The Keto Basic Plan. The approach for everyone who wants to try keto. Congratulations on choosing to go keto. I'm super excited for the incredible results you're going to experience in the coming weeks. I designed this plan to be used for 30 days, but those who have more weight to lose or stubborn health conditions can extend it to 60 or 90 days. After that, I recommend switching to the Forever Keto Cycling Plan, which is easier to maintain for the long term and provides a nice balance of healthy nutrients for your body while still offering the benefits of ketosis. That said, it's important to start with full keto so your body reaps the advantages of being in ketosis for an extended, uninterrupted period of time. If you want some encouragement along the way, make sure to follow me on Facebook, Dr. Josh Axe, and Instagram at Dr. Josh Axe. Share your results with me there. I'd love to help cheer you on. Preparing your body for the keto diet. Before you plunge into the diet, it's a good idea to do a brief transition phase of 3 to 7 days. When you radically change your food intake and start loading up on super healthy fat and minimizing your consumption of carbs, it takes your body at least a few days to adjust. A high-fat diet is more demanding on the liver and gallbladder, for instance, and eating fewer carbs means your blood sugar can drop. This run-up period is designed to help your body acclimate to those changes. So once you're on the diet, you're prepped and ready to experience its full benefits. Here's what I want you to do during the preparation phase. Gradually increase your intake of healthy fat. Start adding avocado to your eggs and your salads. Use coconut oil and almond milk and coconut milk in your smoothies, and eat a handful of nuts in place of your usual snack. Start paying attention to carbs. You don't necessarily need to cut back just yet, but notice where your carbs are coming from and begin purging your pantry and fridge of the carb and sugar-heavy foods you won't be eating once you begin the 30-day plan. If it's not in the house, you're much less likely to indulge. Consume plenty of water. It cleanses your body and is good for you no matter what diet you're on. But it's especially important as you're preparing for keto, since many people lose water weight in the beginning of the program due to the diet's low sugar and lower sodium content. Both sugar and sodium cause your body to hold on to water. Aim to drink at least half your body weight in ounces. In other words, if you weigh 150 pounds, drink at least 75 ounces every day. Here we go. Keto. Now that you've set the stage, you're ready to start the diet itself. The most important aspect of the keto diet is your macros. You should consume 75% fat, 20% protein, and 5% carbs. It might help to visualize a plate with those proportions, but don't worry about doing tons of math to make sure you're eating the right quantities of each macronutrient. Later in this chapter, I've laid out an entire 30-day meal plan to make it super easy. You can also utilize any of the more than 80 wholesome, delicious, simple recipes in the bonus PDF. Each one contains the ideal proportions of fat, protein, and carbs, so you don't have to sweat the details. All of the recipes are in regular rotation in our home. I think you'll love them as much as Chelsea and I do. I explained the keto flu in Chapter 3, but as a reminder, here are several things you can do to minimize the likelihood of suffering symptoms and transition seamlessly into ketosis. Continue drinking plenty of water. Sprinkle a little sea salt on your food. When you cut out packaged and prepared foods, you're going to consume less sodium. It's a good idea to replace it with wholesome salt, like pink Himalayan salt and Celtic salt, which contain the widest range of trace minerals that bolster hydration. Consume caffeinated beverage. As your body adjusts to ketosis, your energy may temporarily dip. If you start feeling droopy, have a cup of black coffee or matcha green tea. Don't overdo it, but a cup or two per day of a healthy caffeinated beverage, no energy drinks, can keep your energy high. Approach exercise mindfully. If you're used to going all out in your workouts, cut the intensity and duration by 10 to 20% for the first week of the diet. It's a good idea to bring a snack with you that contains a few carbs, like a handful of blueberries, in case you start feeling like your blood sugar is getting low. Everybody's body responds to ketosis slightly differently, so pay attention to how you feel and adjust your routine accordingly. If you're not used to working out, start walking 20 minutes a day. Regular exercise should be a non-negotiable part of your Stay Well program from here on out. Reduce stress as much as possible. Cortisol can undermine your weight loss efforts because it prompts your body to store fat, and stress makes sticking to any eating plan more difficult. Some of my favorite tension reducers are listening to good music, praying, and taking a healing bath at night with Epsom salts and essential oils. Find the strategy that works for you, whether it's yoga, walking in nature, doing Tai Chi, singing, dancing, doing crossword puzzles, or reading a novel. It can be difficult to get the hang of a new way of eating, so here's a sample of what a typical day on the Keto Basic Plan might look like. You'll find plenty of other meal options in the 7-day meal plan at the end of this chapter, and even more delicious recipes in the bonus PDF. 7:30 a.m. Do a spiritual triathlon, 5 minutes of gratitude practice, 5 minutes of reading the Bible or a book about personal growth, 5 minutes of prayer or meditation. 8 a.m. Drink a keto smoothie with coconut milk, keto protein or collagen protein. Vanilla is a tasty option for smoothies, and almond butter. Take exogenous ketones, a multivitamin, and digestive enzymes. If you have digestive issues, take a probiotic as well. 9 a.m. Have a glass of matcha green tea or coffee with MCT oil and or ghee. 12 p.m. Enjoy a grass-fed burger lettuce wrap with spinach salad and avocado. Take digestive enzymes. 5 p.m. Exercise for 20-plus minutes. Weight training, HIIT training, cardio, and yoga all work for exercise. If you're unable to exercise, take a walk. 6:30 p.m. Consume a keto-friendly dinner. See the recipes in the bonus PDF for ideas. Take digestive enzymes. 9 p.m. Turn off technology. Do something relaxing to prepare your brain for sleep. Read a book, write in your gratitude journal, take a warm bath with jasmine oil, meditate, or pray. 10:30 p.m. Lights out. The top 4 supplements to support the Keto Basic Plan. As I explained in Chapter 5, a variety of supplements can support your efforts to get into ketosis and ensure that you maximize the effects of the plan. Now is the time to revisit that chapter and see which ones make the most sense for your particular health issues. In general, here are the top 4 I recommend to everyone who is doing the Keto Basic Plan. 1. Exogenous ketones. Exogenous ketones will help you get into ketosis more quickly. They can be enormously beneficial, especially during the first week or 2 on the program. If you have a powdered form, take 6 grams once or twice a day, with the first dose in the morning. If you have capsules, which are usually combined with synergistic ingredients, take 2 grams. 2. Keto protein or keto collagen. Choose keto protein if you struggle to consume enough protein in your diet and you're interested in muscle building. Opt for keto collagen if one of your top concerns is healthy aging and protecting your joints, hair, skin, and nails. For keto protein, each serving should contain 10 to 15 grams of protein and 10 to 15 grams of fat from bone broth, which offers a super healthy source of both protein and fat, as well as medium-chain triglycerides, perhaps the healthiest fat available. For keto collagen, look for one that has at least 3 grams of fat per serving. Because these products are optimized for ketosis, they help flip the switch from carb burning to fat burning and provide sustained energy. Take 1 or 2 scoops daily with a glass of water or coffee or your morning smoothie. 3. A keto-friendly digestive enzymes supplement with soil-based microorganisms to help you break down fat and promote the growth of healthy bacteria in your gut. Take the dosage recommended on the bottle with meals 1 to 3 times daily. 4. A multivitamin that contains all the nutrients you might be missing now that you've given up some healthy veggies and fruits for the initial 30 days. My Keto Diet Plan's high-fat content allows you to fully absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, so choose a multi with healthy quantities of those nutrients in particular. Also, opt for one that contains several times more than the recommended value of B vitamins, particularly B12, since you won't be getting as much through your diet, and B vitamins are critical for maintaining your daily energy levels. Since formulations vary, take the standard dosage recommended on the bottle. Your Keto Plate. 1/3 healthy fat, 1/3 organic vegetables, 1/3 organic protein. Your ketogenic diet meals at a glance. For best results, follow this caloric breakout. 75% healthy fats and oils, 20% high-quality proteins, 5% complex carbohydrates. Sample choices include healthy fats and oils. Fats, avocados, ghee, grass-fed butter, almond butter, cacao, coconut milk, nuts, olives, seeds, flax, chia, and hemp, tahini. Oils, avocado oil, chia seed oil, coconut oil, extra virgin olive oil, flaxseed oil, macadamia nut oil, sesame oil. High-quality proteins. Wild-caught fish, grass-fed beef, eggs, chicken and duck, bone broth protein, bone broth, chicken, collagen protein, cottage cheese, duck, grass-fed bison, lamb, turkey, turkey bacon, venison. Vegetables and fruits. Artichokes, asparagus, berries, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, garlic, green beans, kale, lemons and limes, mushrooms, onions, romaine lettuce, spinach, squash, zucchini. Sample 30-day meal plan. The Keto Basic Meal Plan. Day 1. Breakfast. Keto scrambled eggs, 3 eggs, spinach, mushrooms, cherry tomatoes, and seasonings to taste, and cooked in coconut oil. Turmeric golden milk. Lunch. Lamb burger, side salad. Snack, optional. Half cup of blackberries served with 1 tablespoon of almond butter. Dinner. 6 ounces of wild-caught salmon cooked in 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. 6 ounces of steamed Brussels sprouts topped with 1 tablespoon of flax oil and seasoned to taste. Day 2. Breakfast. Vanilla bean smoothie. Lunch. Zucchini noodles topped with cherry tomatoes and avocado sauce, avocado, lemon juice, pine nuts, water, and seasonings to taste. Side salad. Snack, optional. 1 slice keto bread. Dinner. 6 ounces of organic, grass-fed bison cooked in 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. 6 ounces of green beans sautéed in 1 to 2 tablespoons of ghee. Dessert. Keto fudgesicle. Day 3. Breakfast. Keto pancakes. Turkey breakfast sausage. Keto coffee. Lunch. Chicken salad lettuce wraps. 1/2 avocado. Snack. Optional. Half cup of goat's milk cottage cheese with a handful of berries. Dinner. 6 ounces of organic, grass-fed lamb cooked in 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. 5 ounces of steamed cabbage topped with 1 tablespoon of olive oil and seasoned to taste. Day 4. Breakfast. Yogurt parfait, granola, unsweetened coconut yogurt, fresh berries, unsweetened shredded coconut, almond butter, and cacao nibs. Matcha green tea. Lunch. Strawberry spinach salad with poppy seed dressing. Snack, optional, 1/2 avocado. Dinner. 6 ounces of organic free-range chicken cooked in 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Cajun collard greens. Dessert. Half cup of strawberries dipped in 2 ounces of dark chocolate. Day 5. Breakfast. Low-carb egg muffin. Lunch. Steak fajitas, 6 ounces of steak, red and green pepper, onion, olive oil, and lemon juice, served in romaine lettuce boats. 6 ounces of summer squash sautéed in 1 to 2 tablespoons of ghee. Snack, optional. Half cup of raspberries served with 1 tablespoon of almond butter. Dinner. Coconut chicken tenders. Steamed broccoli and cauliflower drizzled with 2 tablespoons of tahini and sea salt. Day 6. Breakfast. Keto cashew cookie shake. Lunch. 6 ounces of wild-caught halibut cooked in 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. 9 ounces of celery sautéed in 2 tablespoons of flax oil. Half cup of strawberries. Snack, optional, keto cookie dough bar. Dinner. Vegetarian ceviche with mushrooms. 5 ounces of sliced cucumber drizzled with lemon juice and olive oil and seasoned to taste. Dessert. Lemon bar. Day 7. Breakfast. 3 eggs fried in 1 to 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. Sautéed kale. Keto coffee. Lunch. 4 to 6 ounces of tuna salad, wild-caught canned tuna with 2 to 3 tablespoons of avocado mayo, served over a bed of mixed greens. Half cup of blueberries. Snack, optional, celery sticks served with cinnamon nut butter. Dinner. Keto buffalo chicken wings. 6 ounces of steamed Brussels sprouts topped with 1 tablespoon of flax oil and seasoned to taste. Day 8. Breakfast. Keto green smoothie. Lunch. 6 ounces of organic grass-fed beef cooked in 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. 9 ounces of grilled asparagus drizzled with 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil and seasoned to taste. 1/2 avocado. Snack, optional, keto fat bomb. Dinner. Burrito bowl. Cauliflower rice, black beans, bell peppers, avocado, red onion, and chicken or beef topped with olive oil and lime juice. Day 9. Breakfast. Chia pudding. Lunch. Steak fajitas, 6 ounces of steak, red and green pepper, onion, olive oil, and lemon juice, served in romaine lettuce boats. 6 ounces of summer squash, sautéed in 1 to 2 tablespoons of ghee. Snack, optional, ½ cup of blueberries and 1 ounce of hard cheese, cubed. Dinner, lamb burger, cheesy broccoli. Dessert, ½ cup of raspberries dipped in 2 ounces of dark chocolate. Day 10. Breakfast. Veggie omelet. Turkey breakfast sausage. Lunch. 6 ounces of organic, free-range turkey cooked in 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. 5 ounces of steamed spinach topped with 1 tablespoon of olive oil and seasoned to taste. Snack. Optional. Celery sticks served with cinnamon nut butter. Dinner. Salmon cakes with garlic aioli. 6 ounces of green beans sautéed in 1 to 2 tablespoons of ghee. Day 11. Breakfast. Keto pancakes. Lunch. Leftover salmon cakes with garlic aioli. 6 ounces of zucchini sautéed in 1 to 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, ½ cup of blueberries. Snack. Optional. 1/2 avocado. Dinner. Slow cooker beef and broccoli. Cauliflower rice with cilantro and lime. Side salad. Dessert. Keto peanut butter cookie. Day 12. Breakfast. Yogurt parfait. Leftover granola, unsweetened coconut yogurt, fresh berries, unsweetened shredded coconut, almond butter, and cacao nibs. Matcha green tea. Lunch. Coconut chicken tenders. 5 ounces of steamed spinach topped with 1 tablespoon of olive oil and seasoned to taste. 1/2 avocado. Snack. Optional. Celery sticks served with cinnamon nut butter. Dinner. 6 ounces of organic grass-fed lamb cooked in 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. 6 ounces of green beans sautéed in 1 to 2 tablespoons of ghee. Day 13. Breakfast. Blueberry smoothie. Lunch. Leftover slow cooker beef and broccoli. Side salad. Snack. Optional. Collagen-boosting blueberry muffin. Dinner. Raw walnut tacos, raw walnuts, coconut aminos, seasonings to taste, and romaine lettuce leaves, served with guacamole. 5 ounces of sliced cucumber, drizzled with lemon juice and olive oil, and seasoned to taste. Dessert. Chocolate avocado mousse. Day 14. Breakfast. Grain-free quiche. Turmeric golden milk. Lunch. Cauliflower steak. 6 ounces of summer squash sautéed in 1 to 2 tablespoons of ghee. Snack. Optional. Chia pudding. Dinner. Chicken pesto. 9 ounces of grilled asparagus drizzled with 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil and seasoned to taste. Day 15. Breakfast. Keto collagen shake. Lunch. Leftover chicken pesto. 5 ounces of steamed kale topped with 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil and seasoned to taste, ½ cup strawberries and 1 ounce of hard cheese. Snack. Optional. Keto deviled eggs. Dinner. Zucchini lasagna. Side salad. Day 16. Breakfast. Keto chocolate smoothie. Lunch. Buffalo chili. Side salad. Snack. Optional. ½ cup of goat's milk cottage cheese with a handful of berries. Dinner. 6 ounces of organic free-range chicken baked in 2 tablespoons of butter and seasoned with Italian seasoning. 6 ounces of green beans sautéed in 1 to 2 tablespoons of ghee. Dessert. Keto chocolate chip cookie. Day 17. Breakfast. Turmeric smoothie. Lunch. leftover buffalo chili. Side salad, half cup of blackberries. Snack, optional, keto cookie dough bar. Dinner, 6 ounces of organic free-range turkey cooked in 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Cajun collard greens. Day 18. Breakfast. 3 eggs fried in 1 to 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. Turkey breakfast sausage, sautéed kale, matcha green tea. Lunch. Burrito bowl. Cauliflower rice, black beans, bell peppers, avocado, red onion, and chicken or beef, topped with olive oil and lime juice. Snack, optional, keto fat bombs. Dinner, cauliflower steak, 9 ounces of asparagus, drizzled with 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil and seasoned to taste. Dessert, keto cheesecake. Day 19. Breakfast, grain-free quiche. Keto coffee. Lunch, steak fajitas, 6 ounces of steak, red and green pepper, onion, olive oil, and lemon juice, served in romaine lettuce boats. 6 ounces of summer squash, sautéed in 1 to 2 tablespoons of ghee. Snack, optional, kale chips. Dinner, 6 ounces of organic free-range turkey cooked in 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. 9 ounces of grilled asparagus, drizzled with 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil and seasoned to taste. Day 20. Breakfast. Vanilla bean smoothie. Lunch. Zucchini noodles topped with cherry tomatoes and avocado sauce, avocado, lemon juice, pine nuts, water, and seasonings to taste. Side salad. Snack, optional, celery sticks served with cinnamon nut butter. Dinner, steak and veggie kebabs, strawberry spinach salad with poppy seed dressing. Dessert, peppermint patty. Day 21. Breakfast. Keto pancakes, 3 slices of turkey bacon, matcha green tea. Lunch. Raw walnut tacos, raw walnuts, coconut aminos, seasonings to taste, and romaine lettuce leaves, served with guacamole. 5 ounces of sliced cucumber, drizzled with lemon juice and olive oil, and seasoned to taste. Snack, optional, half cup of goat's milk cottage cheese with a handful of berries. Dinner, chicken vegetable soup, salad of romaine lettuce, turkey bacon bits, and tomato, served with cashew Caesar dressing. Breakfast. Low-carb egg muffin, turmeric golden milk. Lunch. Leftover chicken vegetable soup, side salad, half cup of raspberries. Snack, optional, chia pudding. Dinner, zucchini lasagna, salad of romaine lettuce, turkey bacon bits, and tomato, served with cashew Caesar dressing. Day 23. Breakfast. Keto cashew cookie shake. Lunch. Chicken pesto, grilled asparagus. Snack, optional, half cup of blueberries served with 1 tablespoon of almond butter. Dinner. 6 ounces of organic grass-fed beef cooked in 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, 5 ounces of sliced cucumber drizzled with lemon juice and olive oil and seasoned to taste. Dessert, half cup of strawberries dipped in 2 ounces of dark chocolate. Day 24. Breakfast. Grain-free quiche. Lunch. Steak fajitas, 6 ounces of steak, red and green pepper, onion, olive oil, and lemon juice, served in romaine lettuce boats. 6 ounces of summer squash, sautéed in 1 to 2 tablespoons of ghee. Snack, optional, 1 slice keto bread. Dinner, Thai coconut chicken soup, side salad. Day 25. Breakfast, blueberry smoothie. Lunch, egg tahini salad. Snack, optional, celery sticks served with cinnamon nut butter. Dinner, 6 ounces of organic free-range chicken baked in 2 tablespoons of butter and seasoned with Italian seasoning. 6 ounces of green beans sautéed in 1 to 2 tablespoons of ghee. Dessert, toasted coconut macaroons. Day 26. Breakfast, low-carb egg muffin. Lunch, chicken salad lettuce wraps, half cup of raspberries. Snack, optional, granola served with half cup of mixed berries. Dinner, spaghetti and marinara meat sauce, 9 ounces of grilled asparagus drizzled with 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil and seasoned to taste. Day 27. Breakfast, keto chocolate smoothie. Lunch, BLT turkey wrap, sliced bell pepper, half cup of blackberries. Snack, optional, half cup of goat's milk cottage cheese with a handful of berries. Dinner, zucchini noodles topped with cherry tomatoes and avocado sauce, avocado, lemon juice, pine nuts, water, and seasonings to taste. Side salad. Dessert, keto brownie. Day 28. Breakfast, 3 eggs fried in 1 to 2 tablespoons of avocado oil, 3 slices of turkey bacon, sautéed kale. Lunch, avocado stuffed with diced tomatoes, cucumbers, bell peppers, onion, and tahini lemon dressing. Side salad, half cup of strawberries. Snack, optional, celery sticks served with cinnamon nut butter. Dinner, 6 ounces of organic free-range turkey cooked in 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, 9 ounces of grilled asparagus drizzled with 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil and seasoned to taste. Day 29. Breakfast, probiotic kefir smoothie. Lunch, 6 ounces of organic grass-fed beef cooked in 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, 5 ounces of sliced cucumber drizzled with lemon juice and olive oil and seasoned to taste. Snack, optional, half cup of blueberries served with 1 tablespoon of almond butter. Dinner, keto Florentine pizza. Side salad. Dessert, keto brownie. Day 30. Breakfast, yogurt parfait, leftover granola, unsweetened coconut yogurt, fresh berries, unsweetened shredded coconut, almond butter, and cacao nibs, matcha green tea. Lunch, zucchini noodles topped with cherry tomatoes and avocado sauce, avocado, lemon juice, pine nuts, water, and seasonings to taste. Side salad. Snack, optional, half cup of goat's milk cottage cheese with a handful of berries. Dinner, keto beef tacos in romaine boats. Side salad.